No reason for it. There is a restriction. We don't draw a line. Okay. It's our duty to help each other. Okay. Basically, in the event we are running high, even the front office manager have to come into chip in his hand, help the department, because it's the entire department.
Okay. How much laundry do you do per month?
Laundry?
Yeah.
It depends on the occupancy level. So I cannot exactly tell you how much we're going to spend. Are you talking about spending? Are you talking about the number of sheets?
Number of.
Your question is big area to cover. Yeah. So be more specific. That's why I told my secretary to send you guys a note saying that prepare your questions. Okay. So if you're going to ask me specifically how much I'm going to spend, easily I'll spend about laundry alone 18 to 20K. It depends. If the occupancy is high, the amount which I'm telling you is only occupancy at 60 to 65%. If you're running at 80s to 90s, it's totally different ball game already.
Okay. How often are trainings held for the employees? How often are trainings held for the employees? How often?
Alright. Basically, it should be done on a monthly basis, and it is being conducted. Okay, training here I do it in two ways. Okay, one for front office, go for a classroom setting. Okay. I mean, usually we will do training. Basically, we can do two ways during the briefings. Have you guys go internship before? No.
Right.
So not yet. So when you go for internship, you will understand what is briefing. Briefing we will conduct 6:45 in the morning, 2:45 in the afternoon, and 10:45 in the evening. Okay, these are the times we brief all the information, product knowledge, any new introduction, everything to them. Okay, you can also do some role play. That is one sort of training. The other sort of training is like, do you want to talk about PMS? Am I too fast? No, huh? Okay. If the other sort of training is, if you are going to conduct a PMS training, you know what is for PMS, right? Property management system. Different hotels have different management systems, right? So for that part, okay, we go into particularly, okay, if 2-3 new staffs come into the picture, so we'll put them in a room and we'll show them what are the questions to be asked while check-in. What are the questions to be asked while check-out? How is the transaction taking place? How does the transaction being posted in the system? Rebate, discount. Okay, that is another kind of training.
Okay, and then keeping in track with the front office and housekeeping is very important. So how do you keep in track? How do you work together?
How do they? Okay, let me break it down. You take it. You have to write it down separately, yeah? Okay. Usually, how to make both their lives easier, housekeeping and front office. Both parties have to work hand in hand. Number one. Okay. The pre-assignment of rooms is very important. Okay. And maximization of floors are also very important. Okay. Front office, for example, if they are going to throw in their guests in space, here we have 16 floors, for example, okay? We are running an average of, say, today we're running about 70%. Alright? 70% is equivalent to, if one person is 4 rooms, 70% is about 280 rooms. Just imagine that 280 rooms, each floor I have 25 rooms, okay? They can be squeezed into 11 floors or 12 floors. Alright? If you are not properly managed, the reception will put in the guests in different floors. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
If you are not sure, please stop me. Alright. So, this is all pre-planning. Okay. The front office manager or the assistant manager or the room controller, we call it in every hotel now, we have a room controller. The room controller will know very well tomorrow how many arrivals will be there. Okay. So, during low occupancy, what we will do, I'll tell them, okay, today you decide which are the floors you're going to use. For example, today you are going to use 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, those guests checking out from these floors, alright, we don't use back the same room, because if you're going to use back the same room, it's going to be a back-to-back situation, so the housekeeping need to rush and clean the room. What I would suggest is ask them to use the rooms which are empty. Okay, since we have 5 category of rooms here, so it's easy to play around. It's not an issue. The only problem is unless you are looking for smoking and not smoking, then we have to open up another floor. It's not a problem. You guys are clear? Okay. So the previous night, the room controller or the supervisor, they assign the rooms. Alright, they know already which are the floors they're going to use it for the next day. So this will be communicated to the housekeeping. Every evening I have an operation meeting. So during that meeting, supervisor or the duty manager will tell the housekeeper, hey, look, these are the rooms, these are the floors we are going to use tomorrow. Okay? So they won't be rushing. So by doing so, you save a lot of manning. Alright? You will not have complaints saying that I'm waiting 2 hours for rooms, it's not ready. Because you must understand, alright? Size definitely matters. Okay, our deluxe room is 37 square meter. Okay, it depends what kind of people, because we are lucky here enough because most of our guests clients are corporate clients. They go in the morning, come back in the evening, so less usage. Once in a while, families come and stay. There are some people who are messy. All right. Yeah. Okay. Usually a normal room can be cleaned. A normal room can be cleaned from supposed to be cleaned within 22 minutes. 22. Yep. Okay, 22. But it will take about 30 minutes now. Says. Okay. Okay, we'll leave it 8 minutes more. 30 minutes. So just imagine a guy is supposed to do 18 rooms. So if it is a mess, then he has to play more rooms to more. Okay. Back to track. Okay. So this has been communicated to the housekeeping. Housekeeping will tell them, okay, these are the floors we are going to attack today. Okay, that is during low occupancy. Look, if it's going to be a high occupancy, back-to-back situation, which is 80 to 90%. All right, we can't be always upgrading all the rooms, right? So what we will do? No choice. We have to monitor which are the early arrivals. These have to be communicated again to housekeeping. Hey, look, these are the rooms early arrivals, please. So what they do in the opera, we have a easy way to do it by queue up the rooms. So you go and put it in the queue, housekeeping will know these are the rooms needed urgently. Okay, those early arrivals, which is starting from when you are running very high, we don't allow them to check in at 2 o'clock. Sorry, check in at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We will tell them, sorry, our rooms are not ready. Okay, we'll put them to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. The earliest you can check in at 1 o'clock. Okay, so you have ample of time to move around and clean the rooms. Okay. So that is one situation, how both parties communicate and handle the situation. The communication plays a very important role. If you don't communicate well, end of the day, you cannot cope, because you must understand, you need to clean the rooms, clean checkout rooms and also in-house rooms. So both areas need to be covered. So what we will do, we will inform the maids in the morning itself. Okay, now today we are running so high. Now you only go into the occupied rooms. You only go into the occupied rooms after 1 or 2. In the morning, from 8 o'clock onwards to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you only go and attack all those vacant dirty rooms, because you have already in the room already, so it is okay. Alright, unless there are some certain guests who claim, hey, come and clean now, then we play by ears now. Okay, that's how we communicate both departments. Okay, clear?
Yeah. And then how many shifts do you have for an employee?
3.
3, okay.
3 actual shifts are 3, but in between mid shifts we have 12, 8, 1, 2, 1, 6.
Okay, 3 shifts.
3, which is 7, 3, 3, 11, 11, 7.
11, 7.
In between we have 9, 5.
9, 5
and 11, 7.
11, 7. Can I know their routines?
Which area particularly?
For
routine
the first 3 routines, what are the first thing they have to do? Check
for receptionist or for housekeeping?
For housekeeping.
For housekeeping, because all our staffs are here is contracted staff, which is foreigners. So they come in at 7. They usually work at 7. Evenings we have only 2 or 3 staffs. Desk clerk is desk clerk. Okay, these people, those who are working in the morning, like what I told you, they have to go and clean the room, get ready everything before they go back. All those rooms, some rooms there might be, in a day maybe you will see about 20 rooms, do not disturb, D&D sign rooms. So those people who are coming in the afternoon, they will cover those things. Basically that's all they do. Maids now. Yep.
Okay, how is the productivity measured in the housekeeping department?
How productivity is measured? In the morning itself, we will measure their productivity, because we assign the rooms already. We tell you to do 22 rooms, you have to do it. Okay. Unless you are lucky enough, like what I mentioned, if there is some vacant, occupied rooms which is D&D sign, okay, they don't allow us. Then only when they come back from the office, they call you. Then, for example, you are on the 15th floor. Say lah, if you are on the 15th floor, there is 5 rooms or 3 rooms. D and D, do not disturb. So you don't need to do, only the afternoon shift will do.
Yeah. Alright. How many employees do you have in this department?
In this department, about 100 plus.
100 plus.
Yes.
I read that for housekeeping you need a lot of employees.
Not necessary. It depends how they manage.
Okay.
A lot is what, 100, 200?
I don't
Housekeeping
know.
alone? No, it's not necessary. Like we, for housekeeping maids alone, we have about 18. 18 maids. 18 plus 2. 2 is for rotation.
Okay.
18 plus 2. 18 maids are permanent maids who come in and clean.
For employment of maids, what are the characteristics? Not maids, the employees. What are the characteristics that you look forward
Characteristics
for employment?
You should be pretty, you should be handsome. Is that so? No lah. There is no characteristic, because we don't know if you are coming out from the college. What characteristic can I look at you?
Being organized.
Exactly. I mean, it's basically falls on training part. Okay, I believe in that, because different hotels have different policies and procedures. Okay, the job what you are doing here, the way you check in here might be different in other hotels. Okay, check-in process is the same. The way you handle, the way you approach deposit. For example, this hotel we only collect $140 deposit. Say lah, per stay. Deposit for miscellaneous charges. Like other hotels they collect 300. Can I stop them? Hey, why you collect 300? No, different hotel, different procedure. So you come here, you have to blend according to our culture. When you go to a different hotel, you will go according to different culture.
Okay.
So if you're going to talk about characteristics, it's very difficult to exactly or specifically tell you this is the characteristic. If you ask me, if you come and interview with me, I'll tell you only 2 things. I won't ask you too many questions. If you are a new employee, what can I ask you? I'll tell you 2 things. Don't ponting, don't frequent MC. That's all I want. Rest of it we will guide and train you.
Okay.
Those are the 2 basic things. If you are not capable of handling those 2 basic things, I don't think so you should. You know? I mean, that is the basic things. I look at
basic requirement on the employee.
Basic requirement of employee, as long as you can communicate well, you should be able to communicate. Alright, if you're a Malaysian, you should be able to converse in English or Bahasa Malaysia, Chinese.
Okay.
Those are the criteria I'm looking at. As a maid, what else can you do? Can I ask you for a degree?
Okay.
Okay, and what type of chemicals and machines do you use for cleaning?
Which area specifically?
Room
for the room cleaning.
Rooms, okay, for rooms, for windows we use Vision, alright, Vision, and then for room perfume we use MBPO.
Okay.
Okay, for cleaning of toilets, I'll let you know the name, I can't recall.
No, it's okay. And then for what type of machines do you use?
Machines for rooms,
Yeah.
for rooms we don't use any machine unless on a monthly basis or quarterly basis when I do crystallization of the floor, toilet floors, that's all. Apart from that, we will do maintenance, quarterly maintenance for the rooms. Okay, then we will be using vacuuming of rooms is daily that's not a question.
Yeah.
Then apart from that, quarterly we will do carpet shampooing. Carpet shampooing.
Okay.
Extraction of the dirt from the carpet. Daily extraction is the dust. Okay, other particles will be only extracted while the carpet shampooing. You suck it out.
Okay.
Okay, we also use the machine, call it a rainbow. Okay, there is a new technology in the market where it's a water base. Alright, it doesn't. You see, carpet shampoo. When you do the carpet shampoo, you must leave the rooms empty for a while and need to put in a blower to get wet. Those wet ones get it dry. But this rainbow machine, what it will do is the water base, but the water doesn't suck into the carpet. It just go and take it out all the dust which cannot be absorbed by the normal vacuum cleaner. Though we are using commercial vacuum cleaners, but that can only do certain level. It cannot suck it out all the dust. Okay, this particular machine, we have to do it slowly, but you can see the difference.
Okay.
That one you do monthly?
No, quarterly.
Quarterly.
Okay.
Or you can see it when we are doing preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance, when it's low occupancy, what we will do, we will take floor by floor. We will walk it out the whole floor. We don't check in any gas. We'll get rid of all the everything A to top. We topple down the bed, we will pull down the curtains, everything zero, naked, clean, put it back.
Okay.
Just make the room empty, then you just do.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you have part-timers and full-timers, or do you have only full-timers?
All full-timers.
All
Part-timers
full-timers.
only when the function is going on.
Okay.
Basically, for rooms division, we don't take part-timers now, unless
Okay.
and until we need in the operator once in a while. Housekeeping, yes, when it's running high occupancy for helping helpers, we will take in part-timers.
Okay. And can I know what is the rate,
What rate?
What rate?
payment?
For room rates,
No, for the
Salary?
salary.
salary depends.
Wages.
Contract. Ours is all contractual.
Okay.
So it's very difficult for me to tell you exactly. Different contractors have different way.
Yeah. Okay.
But basic, we pay about 500 for
Okay.
permanent staff. That means local Malaysians. Plus points, 4 points.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all. Yeah. That's all.
That's about. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.